how to capture the audio playing on your speakers and save it to a file. For simplicity, we'll be using a console application for this demonstration. But first, we need the NAudio Nuget package. Go to your Nuget package manager and browse for NAudio. Install the standard NAudio package. NAudio has a free license to use and distribute with your application. Once installed, we add it to our usings. We need the wave component to capture from the speakers. This will record the audio in raw, uncompressed wave format. We set a file name and path where our recording will be saved and give it an extension of wave. Then we create a wave file writer object to write the wave data to the file. We also need to specify the audio format. Here, we use the standard 440 Hz, 16-bit, 2-channel format. Next, we create a loopback capture object to capture the audio from the speakers. This will capture the audio from the default output speaker, but you can specify a specific device if you need to. Later in this video, we'll show you how to enumerate your audio devices and plug the device of your choice into this constructor. Next, you need to specify the wave format of your capture object. This is very important and should be the same as the format you're saving in. If you find your recording has heavy distortions, then your wave format is most likely the culprit. Once the capture object received data, its data available event will fire. Here we add a little event handler to write the captured data to the file using our wave file writer. It simply says write whatever is in the buffer to the file, starting at 0 and for the length of the data in the buffer. You can also use this event handler if you need to do any filtering on your audio data before writing it to the file. For example, changing the volume on the audio data. Then we do some user interface stuff, asking the user to press any key to start recording or press escape to exit the app. If the user did not press escape, the recording will start and prompt the user to press any key again to stop the recording. When the user presses a key, the recording will stop and a confirmation message is displayed. Let's run this app, and obviously we need some sample to play through our speakers to record. If all went well, our captured sample should be in the recording wave file. Our file sits in the bin debug folder of our project. Let's play it. Now, let's see how we can get a list of our speaker devices and to set which speakers we want to capture from. In line 19, we use the device enumeration object to give a list of our active audio devices. Your using statements should update with the NAudio Core Audio API. Once we have our list of devices, we can loop through them and display their friendly names. More importantly, we are now able to pass a specific device to the loopback capture constructor. The first device in the list should be your default speakers. We ran the app from a laptop with external speakers connected. Here we see the default external speakers first, followed by the laptop's internal speakers. Let's look at how we can create a custom filter on the captured audio data. Inside our event handler, before saving the audio data to a file, we write a filter to change the volume of the audio. We loop through the buffer of audio data, selecting every second element. We get the 16-bit value from the buffer and multiply it by 0.5 to half its value, effectively reducing the audio volume by 50%. Then we convert the 16-bit element to 2 bytes and write them back to the buffer. Thank you for watching our video. For more tutorials on C#, hit subscribe and click the reminder. Give us a like so the video can be visible to more people.